Now from the Robin Reed Weather Center, here's your first alert hometown weather forecast.
Well, let me show you the time lapse from the Highlander Hotel. This is at 7 o'clock this morning. So again, sunrise, the roads were, wet for the most part, but there's certainly still a lot of sleet, snow, slush, ice there in the trees. Watch what happened between 7 a.m. and lunchtime. This stuff literally, when the sun popped out, it was almost gone. Now watch into the afternoon. I mean, there is hardly a trace of it on the camera out there. Of course, in some of the shady areas, you may have that. And of course, in the areas that got a lot more snow, you've still got plenty of it on the ground. But it's amazing to see that transformation today. Live look, it is windy right now up on top of Bald Knob. That was a concern today with the ice on the trees and that wind coming in. It's right now sustained winds at 15 miles per hour with some gusts up to 30 miles per hour there up at Mountain Lake. And again, this is one of the problems today that we had, the wind coming in with those vulnerable trees with ice on them. And to be quite honest, even though the ice is melted, the trees are still weakened by some of that for a time being because it's so wet out there and the ground is so wet. 52 warmed up with sunshine now in the Roanoke Valley. Those winds at about 21 miles per hour with some occasional higher gusts. Now we are drying out now. That one system moving away, high pressure building in for the time being. That'll give us some more sunshine for Valentine's Day tomorrow and dry us out before the next system zips across the country, and that's going to deliver some more rain to the region. There could be a few pockets of freezing rain, but mostly this is going to be a cold, wet day on Saturday and into Sunday, but it does lead to some flood concerns, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, here's the other thing. Today, we had so much melting, very efficient melting, but now that water has drained out into the roads, and we've got a lot of mountainous areas around here too, which drains out. So just know that some of that will refreeze tonight. So if you have any kind of patches of water in the roadways and you come around there, assume that that is not water, that it could be ice, because we're going to get down into the 20s tonight for most of our hometowns, even teens headed up into the mountains with those partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a really pretty day with those highs in the 40s. Very seasonable for this time of year, maybe just a few degrees below average. But the winds tomorrow also staying a bit on the blustery side, seeing those gusts through the rest of this evening into those 10 to maybe 20 mile per hour, and then we'll see those come down. Rain chances going up for Saturday during the afternoon into Sunday morning. Primarily, the chance of rain goes up during that time frame, and significant rainfall is certainly possible with this, anywhere from 1 to maybe 2 inches of rain. And we're thinking the western areas may see the most of this along places like the Greenbrier River through the New River Valley. I-64 corridor may see the most of that rain, which could lead to some additional flooding because we've had all of that snow melt, and it's melting fast over the next couple days. So we've issued a first alert weather day for Saturday due to possible flooding. We'll get some more sunshine in here, colder weather next week, and then maybe a winter storm, giving you the first alert on that for Wednesday and Thursday.